हेलो गाइस, हामी फेरि आइसकेको छौँ पार्ट 3 लिएर होइन, किङडम कम डिलिभरेन्स 2 पार्ट 3 आइसकेको छ गाइस। अनि आज हामी खेल्न गइरहेको छौँ। अब अस्तिको एपिसोडमा हामी कहाँ छोडेको थियौँ भने जब हामीले त्यो जुन पन्डमा देखिसकेको त्यो केटीलाई होइन, त्यो केटीलाई त्यहाँनिर हामीले बारमा त्यो उसमा त्यो टेबनमा भेटेको थियौँ। अन्त टेबनमा भेटिसके पछाडि चाहिँ त्यो केटीले चाहिँ सानो हिन्ट दिएकी थिए, जस्तै अब राजालाई कहाँबाट भेट्न सकिन्छ हिन्ट दिएकी थिए। अब आज हामी त्यसमा अस्ति इन्ड गरेको थियौँ। अब आज हामी चाहिँ पत्ता लगाउनेछौँ अब त्यस पछाडि स्टोरी चाहिँ के हुनेवाला छ। हेनरीले राजासँग भेट्न पाउला कि नै, हेनरी र सर हान्सले त्यो राजासँग भेट्न पाउँछ कि नै, अनि त्यस पछाडि त्यो लेटर त्यो मेसेज डेलिभर गर्न पाउँछ कि नै गाइज, हेरौँ है त आजको एपिसोडमा। ल लेट्स सी गाइज है। ल गाइज, अस्ति हामीले गेम यहीँनिर एक्जिट गरेको थियौँ। अब गाइज हामी यहाँ आइसकेको छौँ। अब लेट्स सी गाइज, स्टोरी कहाँदेखि के हुनेवाला छ, कहाँ जानेवाला छ हेरौँ है त गाइज। सुरुमा हामी जोर्नल हेरौँ होइन। जोर्नलमा हाम्रो के छ, ल्याबोरेटोरिज, टेल कपन एउटा गेटिङ वर्क। ए साँच्ची हामीले त साँच्ची के गर्नु पर्थ्यो भने सुरुमा त यो आमैकोमा त्यहाँ अलिक धेरैको खाएको छौँ हामीले होइन, काम गरिदिनु पऱ्यो गाइस यो आमैकोमा होइन। अब काम गर्नुपर्छ। जाउँ त, यो एउटा के को बोरा पो बोकिदिनु पर्ने थियो, स्याक बोक्नु पर्ने थियो। कहाँबाट पो यो होला सायद, के हो यो? अरे यो यहाँबाट हो। काँटी साटी छ, यो बोरा होला सायद बोक्नुपर्ने। अरे बोक्नु मिल्दैन त। ए ड्राई गर्ने ठाउँ रहेछ। सामान चाहिँ के लगिदिनु पर्ने थियो? यो भित्रबाट होला। यहाँबाट होला सायद। एकपल्ट फेरि जोर्नल हेर्छु ल म, एकपल्ट फेरि हेर्छु ल के चाहिँ लानुपर्ने। अरे यहाँ त सुत्ने ठाउँ छ त यार। होइन म एकपल्ट फेरि हेर्छु ल कतापट्टि हो। जोर्नल ए सुरुमा यसलाई भन्नु पऱ्यो नि त। ए म त बिर्सेछु, सुरुमा साथीलाई भन्नु पऱ्यो नि त, हामीलाई यहाँ काम दिएको छ, हामीले खाए बापत काम गर्नु पऱ्यो भनेर बिर्सेछु हो म त। काम गर्न हिँड्नु न सर।
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I will think of something.
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Do you have any idea what you look like? Nobody will recognize you. It will be over quickly.
You'll be done in a jiffy. Don't worry.
That's not the point, Henry. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
Work, your lordship, is an activity that all us common folk have to do when we need money. And it wouldn't hurt you for once either.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
I
म
understand.
आफै बरु बोक्छु पुरा
I'm in your service, so I'll carry all the sacks, even your share.
Thank you, Henry. And don't worry, I'll pay you back for your hard work.
अब आफै बोक्नु पर्ने
I'm
भयो
on it.
यस्तो कामचोर
Thanks
छ
again
साथी
for
यार
accepting it with humility. And fear not, friend. I'll repay the favor.
ठिकै छ केही छैन बोरा बोक्नै
Giving me a
मानेन
large
यसले
estate.
काम छिटो सकिन्छ नि त
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
Large beer for me.
अब आफैले बोक्नु पर्ने भयो बोरा गाइज हत्तेरीका
Like no other, eh? And when?
यही होला
You're not the fella who's supposed to carry the sacks, are you?
मै हो त्यो
It's
फेला
half heavy. Oh,
कहाँ लानु पर्ने हो नि यसलाई
Service is kind of slow today.
यतापट्टि हो कहाँ राख्नुपर्ने हो यहाँ कि यहाँभित्र
What a waste of money. Did you hear that the king himself
यहाँ होला
that everyone should have
यहाँ
a
रहेछ
bow on hand? Which king would that be?
ओके सर्टकट बाटो खोजौँ त एउटा सर्टकट त छैन होला यार
Hear it from the trader who sold you the clothes, by any chance?
Come to think of it, it was him who told me.
हेर नाचेको हेर त रमाइलो गरेको यसले माछाला बोरा बोकेर जाउँ मस्त खाएर चाहिँ यार काम गर्ने कालु मकै खाने भालु यो सर हाँस त साह्रै घमण्डी मान्छे रहेछ यार त्यस्तो लागिरहेछ यार मलाई उसलाई झन् मैले कस्तो गरेर बचाएँ जडीबुट्टी कहाँदेखि कहाँ लिएर बचाएँ माछाला अहिले आएर मलाई एक्लै काम गर्न पठाएँ यार 5वटा बोरा बोक्नु पर्ने 2टा बोकिसक्यो भर्खर हेत्तेरीका
That was our company.
ठिकै छ अर्काको खाइयो होइन पैसा बिना खाइयो काम त गरिदिनै पर्यो नि यार सेवा गरे मेवा पाइन्छ भन्छ
Doesn't anyone believe us?
Maybe because you've got no way of proving it.
We lost.
यो 3 बोरा ऐसे ऐसे ओइ 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 ऐसे ऐसे राखौँ बोरालाई एकदम छिटो कुद्दै अरे 3टा मात्र भयो
Say
बोक्यो
it again. It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
but calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting
यसले
and
खालि कुरा
raving.
बिगार्दो रहेछ यो
Pack
सर
it
हाँस
in,
सारा
Henry.
घमण्डी रहेछ यार
There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do
yeah.
you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough! Cut it out, both of you!
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on then.
You scum!
थुक्क मुला कुरै मात्र बिगार्न रहेछ यार यसले
In for an ass kicking, you piece of shit.
You shouldn't have fucked with us, you bastard.
Slice him up! Let him have it! Slice him up!
Show your...
सबै सफा गर्नु पर्यो
Nice strike!
Take that fucker out, damn it!
Lost it! Spare it!
अरे सबैले हान्न थाले यार
Nice hit!
You're no match for us,
Come on
fucker.
then! We'll finish this quickly!
Nice strike!
Nice hit!
You want to try me?
के गर्ने होला
Useless!
हो तेरिका के गर्ने होला यत्रो मान्छे हो तेरिका
Kick the bucket, you shit!
Nice strike! Show what you're made of!
Nice! I'll rip your ass open!
हो तेरिका यार
I'm all yours!
यता जान सफा खेल्न सकिन्छ
Show your stuff!
Nice hit!
आइज माछा आइज one at a time
Enough's enough! Time to die! You want to try me?
ए हाइट मलाई लाग्यो तिनीहरूसँग फुल खेल्नुपर्छ जस्तो लाग्यो यार
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
ला
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak...
ठिक्क पारो यसले माछा
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve.
If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off.
Shut up! You'll get a whipping too.
यो घमण्डी सर ह्यान्सले गरेर यार म पनि फसेँ यार छे
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
What? Who started quarrelling with the locals? In their tavern? You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me? Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realized it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I have to consider what to do next.
कति बेरसम्म राख्ने भयो यिनीहरूलाई पनिसमेन्ट नेक्स्ट मर्निङ ओ माई गड रातभरि दिनभरि ओ माई गड कस्तो पनिसमेन्ट हो यार यो त हैट
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto!
Hey! Oh, my Virgo!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
जा 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 एक्लै बरु एक्लै ठिक्छु म यसले गर्दा फसेँ मात्रै
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. Alright, off you go.
Crime and reputation. Every one of your actions has consequences. If you commit crimes, the world around you and its people will react to them. What is a crime? Anything an honest Christian would avoid is considered a crime. One must not kill innocents, still break into other people's homes, harm people or domestic animals, and disturb their peaceful lives. Okay. Consequences of crime. If someone catches you committing a crime, they will report you to the guards or engage in a confrontation themselves. You aren't safe even if no one catches you red-handed. People aren't stupid and they might deduce it was you who did it. Reputation in the player card P under the reputation tab. Reputation affects how people treat you. If someone likes you, they will treat you kindly and merchants may even give you discounts. On the other hand, if they hate you, they may not even talk to you. You can improve your reputation by completing tasks. You can make it worse by committing crimes and acting dishonestly. The way you behave spreads among people. So if you help or hurt one person, others in the area will soon hear about it. Improving your reputation. A bad person can always be remedied by paying an indulgence or a penitent pilgrimage, which can be imposed by a priest. Unrest. If there's a lot of crime going on in an area, people will become more vigilant. And themselves guard will call in once things have been settled down, everything will return to normal. Okay.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you. You
Call the Henry
stuck-up
man.
lord of
You
Perkstein.
केटीले मलाई हेनरी भन्नु.
You're Henry, right? Or was it the other one? Are you going...
यो सब बोलौँ त?
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh.
किन?
For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side. Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Oh my god, Bruce's build character.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offense, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
Okay.
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semmin. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in. I'm practically naked. Nobody's going to want to even talk to me like this.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although, that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin? A monk's robe? Or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armor?
कुनमा चाहिँ मेरो छ 6 यसमा
I could use some armor. Proper, like, for a night. And no rusty junk.
And you are like a knight?
Well, yeah. I don't look so good. But I swear I came here in armor, sword at my side, and on a horse.
Wow. And where is your armor, sword, and horse now?
That's a long story. And it's not a happy tale.
Well, you can hardly buy new armor now, but you might find something in the town hall armory. Although you'll need quick hands.
Thanks, but I'd rather get my clothes honestly. I just got out of the pillory. I don't want to end up there again.
Well, I'm not pushing you, just giving you a few useful tips. What you do with them is up to you.
लुगा पनि चोर्न पाइदो रहेछ ओके
I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. This is my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
Damn. I could use a horse. It'll take years to get to Semmin on foot.
Don't exaggerate. This province is small.
Still, it'll be faster with a horse.
There's a stud farm in Semmin, renowned far and wide.
And which way is Semmin?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road goes right there from the green. Just go down the hill. Once you see the walled farmhouse, you're there. Though, I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse from Semmin.
I really need something to wear.
I can see that. Save up for something or use those lockpicks. Either way, I can't help you anymore.
Okay.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
ओके यसको नाम के अरे 12 हैन यसले 12 ले मलाई हेल्प गर्यो ओके त्यसरी अनि एन टिचर हाम्रो जोन हेरौँ त Find a way to get in the wedding party. Get into the wedding party with the help of the blacksmith Radovan. Gain access to the wedding party with the help of Miller Grizel. Option होला रे. Okay, side quest नगरौँ. With the help of blacksmith Radovan. Miller Grizel. B मा जाउँ न. B मा जाउँ त. ब्ल्याकस्मिथ रेडोभ्यानको थ्रुबाट जाउँ न हामी वेडिङमा. के छ यहाँ?
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
ओके बस. ओके डोरी जान पाइँदैन. केमा जाने होला? बारी बारी जाउँ. बारी बारी नि कति पर छ हौ? म्याप हेर्न पाइन्छ? ए हेर्न पाइँदो रहेछ. अब्बुई अनि सानो टाढा छैन त अनि ब्ल्याकस्मिथ त. सानो टाढा छैन त अनि ब्ल्याकस्मिथ त अनि. ठिकै छ न, नजिक नै यही रहेछ. ओके जाउँ हामी त्यसो भए. घोडा पनि चोर्न पाइन्थ्यो भन्थ्यो त अघि केटीले त. जोर्न हेरौँ त. ए छैन रहेछ घोडा त. मेन. ओके यसमै जाउँ. हिँड्दै जानुपर्ने भयो अब. के गर्नु, जानै पर्ने भयो होइन. टाचो भन्ने ठाउँमा आइपुग्यो गाइज हामी. टाचो. के पाइन्छ यहाँ? लुगासुगा. कसैले देख्छ है? चोरियो हामीले. कपडा.
Get dressed. You can't just walk around like this.
Aye. Right away.
यसो कुरा गरौँ न. कसरी कुरा गर्नु यससँग? ओके.
Oh well, what can you... What do you want, you yokel? Speak up or get lost.
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. What do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing.
Okay.
I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. Where I am.
Okay.
Pliers. Go over to the anvil and let's get started.
Private property.
What the hell is this?
What's going on here?
Why is it open? You've no business here. Good. And don't come back till you've
Are you
learned
gonna
your
get
manners.
started then?
कहाँ छ हौ यसको चाहिँ यो चाहिँ ए यहाँबाट होला नि त ओके हन्टिङ शॉट
Furnace is cold now.
कसरी
Give it a
बनाउने
practice try.
यो
Some
sword?
things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works better.
ए ल ब्लो दिइरहनु पर्ने रहेछ
Tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it
Okay.
out.
If you can inspect, okay.
See? It's the color of straw, which is what you want. And you heated the whole thing up. Nicely done.
Okay, अब
And
यसलाई
now
हान्नु
you
पर्यो
go
हैन
straight to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times.
Hold down.
Well, what's the hold up? Give it a try. Hit it a few times. Go for it. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next
Okay,
to the
यसलाई
other.
बनाउनु रहेछ sword.
Henry, focus. Give it a try. So what then? If you can't handle it, I'll have you make nails instead. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side.
Okay, अर्को साइडमा
Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before.
Okay. मैले बुझ्दैछु है
Bloody hell. What's the hold up? I've shown you this part already. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. That's the ring you want. The sparks are flying nicely.
Agaknya furkam.
Sparks are flying nicely. That's the ring you want. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. Sparks. That's the stuff. That's a nice whistling. There you go. You've got it finished.
Finish
All
भयो
that's
अरे
left is to temper it. And the sword
अब
will
यसलाई
be
पानीमा
done.
हाल्नु पर्यो
The
कि
rest is just tweaking.
टेम्पर गर्नु अरे मतलब दिस वाज यु सर यु मस्ट स्टिल टेम्पर इट विथ ई अरे ओके ओके स्वॉर्ड रेडी हन्टिङ स्वॉर्ड अरे यो चाहिँ ओके तर अलिक ब्लन्ट हुने रहेछ के
Right. Let's have a look.
राधोबान
Very
यसको
nice
नाम
work.
राधोबान
Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
What's the whistling for? How do I know whistling from bad one? How do I hit it up properly? With why force evenly when the workplace finishes? That's all I need to.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
What's the right way to heat up the workpiece?
Do it till it turns the color of straw. Ideally, the color should be the same everywhere. If your forging's going to be even, the main thing is, don't work it cold. You just ruin it. But don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks start to fly off it in the furnace, take it out.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house. There are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in by the rear door, next to the woodshed. And you can put your things in the chest there. Don't worry, nobody will steal them.
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. And they can't afford it neither.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right. Here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.
ओके अनि अब यो कति बेला जाने त नि योसँग चाहिँ सुतौँ त हाम्रो सुरुमा खाटमा सुतौँ त हाम्रो बेडमा कहाँ छ अरे बेड भित्र त अर्काको प्रपर्टी हो फेरि यतापट्टि यो हो कि यता हो कि हाम्रो बेड ओ स्याउ ए चोर स्टिल बोलेको छ यार कहाँ चोर्नु यार कपडा ए बोरा पो रहेछ अब हाम्रो जानु पर्यो हामी के हो बे यहाँ जानु पर्यो क्या यसको ब्ल्याकस्मिथको यार यो ब्ल्याकस्मिथले किन मलाई भनिरहेको छैन जाउँ भनेर कसको गएको यो दुख्छ त यार अरे लैजाने यार मलाई
How can I help you today, friend? It's about those two idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a cart full of goods towards Semin, and they never came back.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up, and especially the cargo. Go to Semin and find out what the bloody hell happened.
Have you any idea which way they might have gone? I could have a look along the way. Maybe their cart broke down or something.
There's only one road to Semin that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Troskovitz, and then to the south. But I've got a bad feeling they got up to no good in Semin.
Benza and Francie, cargo algorithm.
What was the cart carrying?
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. I'd say Lord Semin wants to rearm his garrison with new equipment. There were some hunting swords, bastard swords, crossbow bolts, and some kitchens. There's a good month's work in them.
Those two hands of yours,
Can't tell you much. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me for long.
were they suspicious?
No, they worked hard.
All right.
Okay.
I'll get right on it then.
Go ahead. And if you find that pair of fools drunk,
Gladly. I'll kick some. Can I ask you about that cart?
what is it you need to know?
All right. I'm on my way.
Time's wasting.
ओके यही काठबाट चढेर जाने हो अब कि जर्नल अब केमा जाने हो यसले केमा जानु भनेर त्यसमा यो त यतिकै हिँड्दै जाने होला नि
Look out!
तेरा बाजेको लुकआउट कहाँ छ सेनिन भने चाहिँ टाढा रहेछ यार सेनिन भने त मैले फास्ट ट्राभल गर्न मिल्छ यस यसरी ट्राभल गर्न मिल्दो रहेछ है फास्ट ट्राभल ओके ओके नाइस है फास्ट ट्राभल मैले अब डिस्कभर गरेँ नि त होइन म्यापको यो माथिको एरिया ओके डिस्कभरको एरिया खोल्दो रहेछ भने चाहिँ म यो डिस्कभर गर्छु आफै यहाँसम्म चोर्न मिल्दैन झाडी झाडी जान्छु झाडी झाडी
Hey, did you forget your clothes somewhere?
Thanks for pointing that out. I was just changing.
कपडा पनि छैन यार हाम्रो त नाङ्गै कुदिरहेको छु ओके ये हो कि बा सब बोल्न मिल्दैन यसमा चोर्नु कहाँ चोर्ने रका के छ यहाँ मलाई साथी लैजाने यार चोर्ने पो भन्छ त यार चोर्ने पो भन्छ यार म कहाँ चोर हो त यार चोर्दिनँ नि यार म जाउँ हामी हाम्रो मिसनमा गलिसके कस्तो राम्रो छ यार यहाँ त सुतौँ जस्तो लाग्यो यार यिनीहरू कस्तो राम्रो पिसफुल मिडो हो यार नि ओ यहाँ बारीमा यो यसको यो कपडा जोड्न मिल्छ कि नै मैले स्केलको कपडा जोड्न नमिल्दो रहेछ घोडा भयो त रमाइलो हुन्थ्यो होला है घोडै छैन ओ सबै टिपौँ यो स्याउ पनि टिपौँ खानुपर्छ कसले हानेको रहेछ यार के हुँदैछ पुरा क्याँ क्याँ गरेर कराउँछ पनि यही हो यही रहेछ
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
God be with you. How's the watch going?
आइपुग्यो सेमिनमा आइपुग्यो यही
So I
हुँदैछ
says to him, "No, father. I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You alright there, laddie?
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Samine is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck where you're from. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yurko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
के बोलेको यार यिनीहरू
The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that.
पाकिनु पर्यो एकजनासँग त सक्छु यार
I'll kill you.
Come on, Yurko.
Hang him!
ओ
Stop fighting! Beating him these days, no one's ever really safe. Either we fucker a slap in the
सरेन्डर पनि गर्नु अरे सरेन्डर पनि गर्नु भन्दैछ त किन सरेन्डर गर्नु किन सरेन्डर गर्नु लाग्यो मिसन रहेछ
What in the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the flood.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that wine?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
पस्यो त
We'll be needing a
BM.
dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yechin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone. What we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese.
Wow, mission. Ball progress for Henry.
What about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yuriko is shit-faced, and your son...
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay.
So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
Yeah. I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No. That's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. By the way, the fellas at the gate say you came here on foot.
Yeah, I did.
Christ above. And how are you going to ride with us? On the back of my saddle? You're a bit big for that, ain't ya? And I'm a bit too old.
You got a stud farm here, don't you? Couldn't I borrow one of your horses?
Aye. And then we'd never see hide nor hair of you, nor the animal again. We don't lend horses. But you're in luck. Our groom brought in a grey nag not long ago. Tell him you've got to ride out with us, and he'll give it to you for a decent price.
All right. Thanks.
Well,
that should
be that.
पैसा
Unless you've got any more questions.
Actually, there is something I'd like to ask about. I'd like to go and see that wedding.
Wouldn't we all, lad? And what would you do there?
Well, I heard Lord von Berghoff will be at the wedding, and I need to speak with him.
Son, I don't know if you're serious or yanking my pizzle. Anyways, you're Radovan's hand, ain't ya? He'll be coming to the wedding. He's making a wedding gift for the groom. Stick with him, and maybe he'll take you with him.
I'd like to go and see that wedding.
Wouldn't we all, lad? And what would you do there?
Well, I heard Lord von Berghoff will be at the wedding, and I need to speak with him.
Son, I don't know if you're serious. Anyways, stick with him.
This Yurko.
They're Lord Sameen's kin.
Only they're from Moravia.
But what could I...
And you, sir?
Well, son, I wonder if I am...
No, I just meant, what exactly is it you do for...
I'm the captain here. As for my... When I joined, I was used. I broke many... or cap...
We should probably get going.
That we should. But it's getting pretty late. We need daylight for a search like that. Come back in the morning and we'll set out. If you want, stay here. You'll get a bit of grub in the kitchen and you can sleep in the barn.
Okay. Okay, guys. Progress हुँदैछ हाम्रो.
What did I do to you?
माथि जाउँ त के हुँदैछ माथि? के छ हौ माथि? ओए खाटमा सुत्नुपर्छ क्या? सुतौँ न एकछिन.
You're not permitted to be here.
La.
You can't say you weren't warned. You can't just loiter around on other people's property. You'll pay up and show me whether you stole anything. Otherwise, we'll deal with your unruliness in the pillory.
Okay.
I can't pay. I don't have enough money.
In that case, the pillory awaits.
Look, can you keep a secret?
What are you talking about? What secret?
I was looking for the latrines. I couldn't hold it any longer.
That's where you were looking? Are you shitting me?
No, but I almost shat myself.
Shut up. You're trying to trick me, but I'm not falling for it.
La.
Take me away.
Now, show me what you've got. Let's see if you have anything stolen on you.
All right. Have a look then.
All right then. I don't see anything else suspicious. You won't avoid punishment. Let's go. I'll lock you up in the pillory until you rot.
छ्या मिशन फेल हुने भयो यार अर्काको उसमा जानु हुँदैन रहेछ क्या अर्काको कोठामा जानु हुँदैन रहेछ कति दिन हो कि मरिन्जेलसम्म हो छ्या यार मैले गल्ती गरेछु अर्काबाट
My whole body's numb.
के गर्नु पर्यो अब पुगो खाना पुगो सुत्नु पर्यो नि त सुत्नु पर्यो त्यहाँ गर नि एकछिन
Get dressed. You can't just walk around like this.
यही होला मेरो सुत्यौँ हामी आनन्दले एकछिन अब जानु पर्यो हामी यहाँ फेरि यहाँ जानु पर्यो हामी तट मिसनको बिचमा पनि हामीलाई त पनिसमेन्ट दिन पठाइदिएको यार बिल्ला यार तट
Yeah. Who stinks here?
Captain, I'd like to ask how things went with your mission.
Oh, now all of a sudden you're interested. Where the hell did you get to, you blockhead?
I can't tell you where I was. I mean, I don't know. I got lost.
You got a problem with your eyes, son?
No, just I get a bit confused sometimes.
So I see. How in God's name could you get lost?
It just happened. Anyway, I'd like to know whether you found that cart.
We found it, along with those two hands.
I see. And what actually happened?
It turned out them hired hands of Radovans had ideas of their own. They made a deal with some robber baron by the name of Gules to take the cart to him with the goods. And they didn't cheat only Radovan. They tried it on Gules too. Wanted to keep the loot for themselves. Only he caught them.
And you found all the goods?
More or less. You can tell Radovan he won't be seeing his hands again. I reckon that young fella was innocent in it. So we kept him to work off his debt. And that older one's decorating an alder tree near the road here.
Ah. All right, I'll tell him.
And next time Lord Sameen gives you a job, do what you're told, so I don't have to teach you a lesson.
I will, Captain.
Farewell, you yokel.
अब फेरि त्यसलाई गएर भनिदिनु पर्यो ब्ल्याकस्मिथलाई
That's a fine maypole.
मेपल अरे सुरुमा सुतौँ त
Did you drink away your home?
No, I just... Sorry.
अब त भोक लागेर मरे अब भोक लागेर मरे अब खाने के भन्ने कुरा हो खाने के
Doesn't it bother you? Walking around here like some animal.
Aye, it does. I didn't have a choice in the matter. Sorry.
Watch where you're going.
What's that dreadful stench? This damn darkness.
तेरो खाना खाएको मलाई पनि देऊ न यार खाना दामी दामी रहेछ त मसँग त दामी दामी रहेछ त मसँग बुई दामी दामी रहेछ त Nice. दामी दामी रहेछ नि यार यो चेस्टमा लुगा अरे योसँग मलाई यो बेच्नु थियो यार
So, job done. The cart was found and driven to Lord Semin's courtyard.
Whew. That's a relief. And what happened to that pair of idiots?
It turned out they tried to rob you.
Oh. They did they?
Aye. They plotted with some robber baron called Gules and brought the cart to him.
The bastards. I should have realized they were a bit too keen on work. And how did you get the cart back?
Well, I went to ask at Semin, like you wanted. Lord Semin and his captain went off to track down the cart, and they found it in the end.
I hope you offered your help.
Of course. It wouldn't have looked good otherwise.
For sure. But what about them pair?
They hanged Venser and kept Franzi as a hand. Seems like he was innocent.
God's nails, I don't know. That Franzi had a sneaky look about him. I'd be very surprised if he wasn't in on it from the start.
I think they'd have knocked the truth out of him.
Anyway, the main thing is the cart turned up. I'd be in a right mess if it didn't.
No doubt.
And you've earned a reward for your trouble. I've got just the thing for you. Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired here, but never came back for it. Who knows what happened to him? So now it's yours. It's been through a bit, but it'll still serve for a while.
Thanks. It'll come in handy. And have you got another job for me?
Young Lord Semin's wedding is coming up, and it's got my head spinning. Look, you must have seen Agnes, the bailiff's daughter, when you were in Truskovitz. What do you think of her?
I haven't seen Agnes. Is she pretty?
Pretty doesn't do her justice. She's a beauty. But she's got... And how about you, lad?
No, Master Blacksmith.
Good for you. A wedding's a serious business. You're not just getting a bride, but a whole family. So you have to show them you're a man who's worth... Old Semin wants a special sword forged for it.
Excellent.
Hold your horses. It can't be...
A blade of first class...
That's right.
Ah, I see. We don't have any...
God's nails. You really... And you're right. We don't have the steel for a...
I'd like to know where you're going to get your...
Relax, lad. There's this old hermit called
And he can pray for us?
God's nails, let me finish. The word is, and folks say, from the description, it seems...
Welded Spanish steel?
See now?
Naturally.
They say that people from far... I even heard...
What strange goings on?
I heard something in the tavern about some...
With the devil? Why?
No idea.
Where can I find the hurt?
Do I look like... I know he has a hut somewhere.
Right. In return...
If it means some, go and see Betty for... She'll definitely... But Henry, the best sword in the world.
I should eat something.
यसलाई बेचेर सामान किनौँ भनेको
What's new around here?
I heard you got into some... You should go and see her and straighten it, and that's about...
That sounds interesting. Thank you, blacksmith. I'd like you to...
There's no time...
There's a couple more things I'd like...
Ask her what?
Why should I...
If you keep her jumping the best...
What good does it...
It make...
How do I know a good...
By the... It ring...
Thanks. I'd like to ask...
What more got?
Hungry, I could eat a horse.
Someone should kick their asses. Really clip those fuckers' wings. Look at them human horsons. They think they can do whatever they want.
The nerve of them showing their goat faces around here.
Someone should teach them how things work in these parts.
My thoughts exactly. Like we should be living in fear for our women, you know.
Greetings.
I need some advice.
You want some advice? Here's some. If you ever fight here again, I'll drag you out by the ear myself. Got that?
Me? I made an effort. It was Capon.
Aye, birds of a feather. Even in the pillory you were like a pair of turtle doves together. Down to business. I don't have all day for you. So what do you want?
I promised Radovan the blacksmith I'd go and see Ambrose the hermit in Apollonia.
My God, lad, stay away from them rocks. Ambrose the hermit sold his soul to the devil and won't talk to nobody no more.
Yeah, I heard that as well. But it seems a bit far-fetched.
So why would an evil spirit suddenly start appearing near Apollonia? It's the devil's work, believe you me.
And has anyone sent to the castle for the priest?
Not at all. Bailiff Thrush is keeping it quiet so far. 4 strangers came here yesterday. They sat in...
What stranger?
They looked like... I'm telling you.
But I have to speak to him.
Didn't you hear what I said? He doesn't speak to nobody. He hides away in his hut and sends everyone away. I'd think long and hard before doing anything if I was you.
I'd like to ask you about that hurt.
Go on.
How do I get to the hermit?
You're asking for trouble, lad. You go through Apollonia, along the... And from there, you...
What do you know about this?
Stanislav, the herds boy. He comes running into the village that night, all terrified, saying, and the very next night, there's this... There's some devil.
Can I spend the night?
When...
Just the one night. All I need is to...
For a few groschen, there's...
ओके गाइज आजलाई आई थिङ्क हामी यहाँसम्म मात्र गर्नुपर्छ आजको लागि होइन आज धेरै नै कम्प्लिकेटेड भयो कति कुराहरू जानिएन के भयो होइन धेरै ल्याङ भयो तर एकदम यो चाहिँ 2 घन्टा रेकर्ड गरेँ मैले होइन अब यसमा चाहिँ म काटेर अलिक कम्ती सानो बनाउँछु होइन जहाँनिर म स्टक भयो त्यो बाटो चाहिँ म देखाउँदिनँ होइन त्यो सबै क्लिपहरू कट गर्छु राम्रो एउटा स्मुथ स्टोरी लाइन देखाइदिन्छु म ठिकै छ अब भोलि चाहिँ अब कुन हर्मिट हो त्यो हर्मिटको हामीलाई त्यो जो स्वord चाहिएको छ होइन त्यो स्वord चाहिँ हामीले लिएर गएर त्यो राधोबान भन्ने ब्ल्याक स्मिथलाई दिएपछि बल्ल हामी बिहेमा जान पाइन्छ बिहेमा गएपछि बल्ल लर्ड बनगरलाई भेट्न पाएर हाम्रो मेसेज दिन पाइन्छ त्यही भएर सुरुमा अब हामी त स्वord लगाउनु पर्यो अब त्यो स्वord चाहिँ हामी अर्को एपिसोडमा ल्याउँछौँ गाइज ल सी यू नेक्स्ट टाइम गाइज